Good day and welcome to the news. Two policemen, including an IPO, arrested for working with terrorists to break into the Kuje prison. Now, the news in details. Two policemen have been reportedly arrested over the possible complicity in the attack on the Kuje Medium Security Correctional Center, Abuja, on Tuesday night, during which 64 high-profile terrorists and more than 260 other hardened criminals were set free. A reliable source within the nation's intelligence and security circle confided in Leadership Friday yesterday that the policemen were linked to the escaped terrorists following a telephone conversation between one of the policemen with the escaped terrorists. The source, who spoke on condition of animosity, said, two police operatives have been arrested after their communication with some of the escapees was intercepted. Two of the terrorists that escaped called a police investigation officer (IPO) in one of the stations and spoke to him in a compromising manner. They are now being investigated to know their level of complicity. According to him, the intercepted conversation between the investigating police officer and the terrorist implicated another policeman who has also been arrested along with the IPO. So here we have a news that is reportedly saying that two policemen have been arrested over phone calls made to the escaped terrorists, and it just goes to show that this was done with a lot of inside information. Like I've said when reporting news on this Kuje attack, I've talked a lot about how a lot of things are to be questioned about how the attack took place, and how people in the prison as well as the government have to answer for this attack on the Kuje Correctional Center, because there are a lot of things that don't make sense. People can't just come and attack a certain place without actually having vast knowledge of certain things. How did they know which exact cells these Boko Haram detainees were? How did they know how to get into the prison? How did they know how to do certain things? There are a lot of details that are coming out about the attack that just leaves everyone with the question that how did these people know so much? So it goes to show that they are mostly like insiders actually working with this terrorist group to actually perpetrate these terrorist attacks. And it has been said that through a phone call that was actually intercepted, that a police officer was actually caught. And it said that the police officer is a police investigation officer, an IPO. And they said he spoke with this terrorist in a compromising manner, and they are now being investigated to know their level of complicity. And it is also said that through the phone call, another policeman was actually arrested alongside the IPO. And now we know that there are possibly links of policemen working with these terrorist groups to actually perpetrate evil in this country. I don't see why you should choose to become a policeman when you know that your main job as a policeman is actually to secure lives and properties. Like you're a security operative and you're doing this kind of thing. Why don't you just leave the police force and focus on being a terrorist yourself? Join the Boko Haram full-fledged. Let's know that you're a terrorist rather than disguise as a policeman. But then it just goes to show that they're greed. A lot of people are greedy because obviously whatever I did isn't for free. It is done for a price, and it's possibly going to get paid a huge amount of money. And so he decided to do this. And this is not the first time somebody, a police officer, is actually partaking in a terrorist attack. Neither is it the first time, the last time a police officer will partake in a terrorist attack. It's just unfortunate that this particular police officer, it's not unfortunate, rather it's just fortunate that this particular police officer was actually caught, because everyone who is well versed with terrorist attacks and things that have to do with a lot of planning, you know that all these things cannot only be done by outsiders. They need to have a lot of people inside to actually help them perpetrate their evil and for the smooth sailing of the attack. And we also heard of them of the saying that the police officer, the army and the soldiers that were actually deployed to the Kuje area and the environs of the Kuje Correctional Center were actually redeployed 24 hours prior to the attack, which only just goes to show that they were actually redeployed to actually clear the way for these terrorists to actually do whatever they want to do. And there are reports of residents of the area saying that when the attack was going on, they were actually told not to react. That they had actually told them not to react. That even the soldiers were told to cease fire. That the soldiers that ended up actually reporting to the scene later on were told to cease fire. So why were soldiers called on the scene if they were going to be told to cease fire? This is what residents are saying. But then in other news, they are also saying how there was no police, there was no soldier on the ground, that no one actually got there early enough before this the attack took place, and the terrorists actually fled the scene of the attack. So it just we are not really sure of the information really coming in, but then we try to actually keep all you guys up to date with every information that is coming in about the Kuje prison attack. And like with this particular news, it just goes to show that no one is actually safe in this country when you see people that have actually sworn to protect the lives of the citizens actually taking part in killing in the killing of citizens. It just goes to show that people can do anything for money. People are desperate. People are power hungry. People are greedy. Because like I said earlier on, these people, these policemen, they didn't do it for nothing. They actually did it for a certain something. They did it for a favor, money, whatever it may be. And again, we have to take into account their religious belief, because we know most of these terrorist groups, they are doing it based off of their religion and what they actually believe. So there are a lot of things to actually question, and I hope that the public is actually kept in the loop about this policeman involvement in the Kuje prison attack, so that people can actually get to know that there are insider sources actually helping these terrorist groups to actually perpetrate evil, and they should be brought to book if found guilty. So I would love to hear your comments, your thoughts, your opinions down in the comment section. Please comment down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our news channel so you get an update anytime a new post is posted. Thank you and God bless.